Here we see India's longest laterite sculpture. This landmark captures Sant Mirabai singing devoutly to the Almighty, strumming her ektara and measuring 42 feet by 15 feet. This monolith has been single handedly chiseled by Mahendra Araujo Alvares. It was sculpted in Greco Roman style from a vast piece of laterite stone in August 1994 at Loutolim, Goa, in a record time of 30 days. In the halo and the face, one sees a tinge of Buddhist influence from the Gandhara school of art. The kumkum on the forehead, the anklet, the patti on her wrist, and the paisana around her ankles gives the sculpture a distinctive Indian appeal. One also notices a particular type of ornament known as the fulla, meaning flowers, often worn by Indian women beautifully adorning Mirabai's forehead. A lotus and half sun on the ektara add to the mystic of Sant Mirabai. The work has been cited in the Limca Book of Records as the longest laterite sculpture 1996. Also, India Book of Records, World Records India and Unique World Records as the biggest laterite sculpture. Now, let us hear from the artist himself.
Behind me, what you can see is the India's longest laterite sculpture, which was done in 30 days. This I did it in 1994, completed it on 5th September. So this year we are completing 30 years for this.
Sir, what were the various things you had to keep in mind while sculpting this 30 years ago?
This was an entire hill which had all this laterite stone, which you can see still now. So earlier, for me, it was just to clean up the area, do the sculpture on a small piece of paper, and then put a grid and put it down on the floor, and then start working on it. That time there were no our power tools or anything of that sort. Here we didn't even have electricity. So this was just a barren hill. So I had to use simple tools like chisel, hammer, your pickaxe, or I got some tools done so that it could help me to cut the stone. It was like an axe. So you had to be innovative to do such a job.
What motivated you to sculpt Sant Mirabai?
Uh, I wanted to create something to do with art, something to do with a Goan culture, Goan ways of living. So Sant Mirabai was one who had a lot of devotion for Krishna. To do a sculpture of this size, you had to put in a lot of devotion. So I tried to incorporate the Greco-Roman art, where the face has this of Buddha from the 2nd century BC, and all the elements which have been shown in the sculpture are something of Goan origin, like the flowers in the hair, they are known as fulan, the anklets, the thing for the hands, the patri or whatever they call it. So different ornaments were used, which the Hindu women wear here.
Considering the kind of rainfall in Goa, is it a difficult task to maintain the sculpture year after year?
Maintaining is not very difficult. It's a stone and it is hard, but only to take care that the stone doesn't get affected with the rain. What we do is we put this oil of coconut, oil of cashew nut seeds over it, which gives it a coat and it becomes waterproof.
In the summer season?
And summer, it is the same thing. There's no problem for it. We just put cow dung around so that the whole sculpture gets a facelift, so to say. and it distinguishes from the sculpture to the other thing, and it's more natural.
What message would you like to give to the young artists?
What we need to know now or do is the youngsters should know how we have come up, the roots, go back to nature, how we were so, what we say, self sufficient earlier, and we did with whatever was available. What you can do is feel, find out what you enjoy most doing, do that, and you'll sure and surely you'll be happy.
Thank you for watching. Do visit Big Foot in Loutolim, Goa to appreciate the true beauty of this sculpture.